Good day, Lords and Ladies, and welcome back to another episode of Shadowrun. We had just cleaned out some places, taking care of whoever was guarding it, and now we are advancing. Get to here, get to safety. A little pint-side wall, or I'll say wizard I should say, or mage, with an assault with an MK. Let's see what's in. Oh boy, what's that? The smell of rotting flesh. The smell of rotting flesh is immense. Stupid camera angles. Okay. Get there. What does this have to say? The surgical cart contains a gate key. Okay. Probably the smell of rotting flesh is overwhelming, probably something along that line. Right. Now I have to backpedal. I do wish that if you were able to, you would be able to basically just get out of this, like, combat sections. There's no point in us running around, there's nothing here, per se. So let's just get moving. One moment, folks. Sorry about that. Actually, I just remembered I do actually have some karma points left over. I'd forgotten about that. So let me quickly just spend those. What do we want to have? I'd have to put it into ranged combat if I'm a range combat, perhaps. Willpower is fully charged. I might put it into ranged combat because it will give me the Overwatch ability, which is always a nice ability to have. So get out that. And we have Overwatch, which means that we can set our character to shoot stuff if they turn up, which is always nice. Big girl up here, have her cover this angle, get everyone set up, and pop the door. I'm not liking this approach at all. Right, okay. Get into the room. Dr. Holmes. From another intercom, Dr. Holmes continues, someone once told me that I was a broken thing, but he also said I could remake myself. He wanted to break me down so I could put myself back together again, and I did, but only after I broke him. I could remake you as well. What wonderful twisted thoughts must churn in a mind such as yours, but I'm more inclined to use you for parts. Well, isn't that just pleasant? Right, put him up there. Ooh. There's a big guy. Doubt you'll be able to hit him. No. You can't do anything either. I don't think you'll have a clear shot on him either. Nope. Okay. Get into cover. Cover the approach. Hit him with magic. Ooh, that wasn't good. Make him easier to hit. Oh, again we missed. That's a nasty looking troll. Ah well. Sucks to be you. She's okay, we'll just quickly reload. You're okay, you're okay. reload. We'll push on. Let's see what we have lurking in the depths of this basement. Got to end turn quickly so we have full movement. Pop the door. Ooh, massive charging circle. Get up there. Fully power up my stuff. Right. I would take one turn to recharge normally, but I can do fireball. Can do acid damage. He can't do that. Takes 2 actions. I can hit someone with this though. So he's going to be taking damage each turn. Put a bullet in him, he's probably going to bleed out. Get up there. Oh, missed, seriously? He's going to rotate. He's going to pass out. Hit him with that. Hit him with that again. Excellent. What's up there? By all means come, we have proven yourself a truly fine specimen. You can think of 100 uses for one such as you. A TVID player holds collects in the personal diaries. Some of the files have been lost. Insert and play back Tridio 1. Got some cut-out chips in last week. Tried them out on patients with violent flashbacks. Hope it would at least mellow them out some. So repeat this phrase. Got some cut-out chips in last week. Tried them out on patients with violent flashbacks, hoping it would at least mellow them out some. It was like night and day. Once a chip was installed, all their psychotic break triggers were blocked. Miss Yiskin has gone for data, attacking the staff for herself. Playback Tridio 6 was walking in the organ grinders walking in the organ grinders downtown and thought for some kind of don't know where I am today. I was walking in the organ grinders downtown and there was some kind of event happening in Mega Media. They had a puppy there from Mary Mercurial's label with a personal fix chip installed, making her an exact doppelganger. They were just using her to hawk some SimSense re-release of a Mercurial Live but it gave me an idea. The cutout, the body for modifications, and my healthy supply of patients. I'm perfectly set up to be a Bunraku fixer. If I could find a supplier for personal persona fix chips, I could sell fully serviceable Bunraku, even program the behavior trees. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Found a buyer for the first Bunraku. A man in the Barrens offered me 20,000 new yen for a female troll I've been modifying. He likes them big, he says. All that's left is to arrange delivery. He says he can put me in touch with some more buyers if I accommodate special orders. These morons' lives are already over anyway. At least they could do is line my pockets. So it's what he's like, making like flesh dolls, living flesh dolls. Dear God in heaven, that's nasty. I thought he was just making golems, but he's actually just making like human mannequins. Ugh. Right. Let's enter, and she needs to get her weapon out and reload it. Oh, it's already reloaded. Okay. Let's get in there. Yeah. 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 Here we go. The Emerald City Ripper. Before you is the medical lab turned to a smell of old blood and decaying flesh permeates the room. Gory stains speak of bodily fluids spilled without regard for the well-being or hygiene. There are bodies, probably former patients, trapped in hideous machines, enduring horrific experiments. The subjects you can see all appear dead. Any that aren't must wish they were. You chased Holmes to his lair, just as his face revealed an ugly soul. So does his safe haven, it would seem. Holmes, Silas, the Emerald City Ripper. The elf is a monster beyond compare. It's time to end this. Right. We're going to get up here. Dr. Holmes. Another intercom crackles at your elbow. One solid blow would offer a few moments of blissed silence, but it would also a rare chance to get a word in on the good doctor, who greets you with more of his chittering laughter. A persistent one, a fine specimen indeed. We both know how this ends, so let's get to it already. How much longer you got to hide, Doc? Let's do this. Patient, we're not done here yet. I have one last examination to conduct. Petitsil, subdue them. I don't like the sound of that. Full cover. Oh Lord. What the heck is that thing? We've got Shadowrunners up here as well. And the wizard. And their axe is increased. Just fantastic. Hired mage. Get slugged. Switch out for shotgun. Ooh, that wasn't good. Alright, you need to relocate. Hit them with a slow spell. You can't hit anyone in your line of sight. Ah, oh, curses. Okay, relocate to here. That thing looks absolutely horrendous. Ooh, armor shredded. Need to relocate. Where's the main? Is there a main? I'll get here because I can recharge my spells. God, you're ugly. Really ugly. Just look at it. Petitsil. It's like a horrible blend of troll and machine. Right, let's hit him with that. His movement is slowed. We'll hit him with a mana ball. And we just gotta stand there and shoot him. How can you miss? He's like a barn door. Can't you do anything, Petitsil? Right. Hit him with that. Ooh, critical damage. Excellent. Do we have any other spells we can lob down range at him? No, okay. No. We missed a good doctor himself. Shoot him some more. You're gonna have to sprint like the Dickens, lass. Alright. Mark target. Put some damage on him. He's going to take damage from the toxin. Ooh, hurt. Oh, he's a mage. Okay. And he's poisoned me as well. Why can't I do it to myself? Dispel any target's ongoing medical afflictions. Okay. So I can't get him, alright. Fine, if you want to do it this way then, mate. Eat fireball. You shoot the giant troll, please. Defeated, pit till we're out of ammo. Reload. Spray him. He took fire damage. He's stunned. Right, that's not great for me. Actually, wait, where is he? Come on. Where's that nice little buff aim? Oh, missed. I'll just spray him then. He's got a ton of health still, because he's an evil little thing. But I'm controlling the ley line. It was weak, but the acid still hit him, and we can still shoot him. Missed, okay. Move up, we'll pressure him. He missed. Right. Break out the heal. Ooh, not much healed. That's not good. Missed him. We'll get right up to him, and then we'll shoot him in the face with a shotgun. Yes! Let's talk to him before we kill him. Holmes drops to the ground, the light in his eyes fading fast, but something keeps the shriveled husk of his soul stuck to his mortal core for a few moments more. This place of broken things, I remake them. She asked me to remake her. He manages one more laugh, his glazed eyes rolling towards the workbench across the way. She was playing, both of us. One action point. Your experience has increased your ability to operate in dangerous situations. Then, with a funny bloodied whimper, the Emerald City Ripper breathes his last. Okay. So what's this? Holmes' workbench falls somewhere between coroner's slab and medical torture device. It is decorated in many colours of death and littered with instruments for the trade. To one side there is a leather-bound journal stuffed with uneven pages. To the other is a Porsec, its small screen still glowing. Beneath the pencil is a rolled sheet of paper that held close with a tied length of surgical tubing. Investigate the workspace. The bench has clearly played host to numerous bodies over its lifetime, including limb restraints, as well as skeletal traction mechanics. At this table, Holmes likely disassembled bodies, or quite possibly put them back together. The tackedness of the blood suggests it has been used relatively recently. Skim the journal. Leafing through the pages, you find few intelligible entries. Holmes may not have been a real doctor, but his handwriting certainly fits the stereotype. Stuffed in the last few pages is a copy of this Stuffed in a few pages is a copy of a disinterment order for a local cemetery with the grave occupant marked as Melinda Watts. Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. Don't tell me that Sam's sister is involved. Yeah. Access to Pocket Secretary. Holmes is still logged in, granting you access to his current loading files. Prominent among them is a hospital reporter for a donor program. It lists the organs besides the name and vital statistics of the recipient. Your eyes catch Sam Watt's name beside the entry for liver, also on the list of the Ripper's other known victims, along with several others who may have shared the same fate. There is also a lump sum of new yen which could be easily transferred to your account. Yes, we're right. Sam Hock. Like, if he's. Remember that we theorised that Sam either murdered his mother and took her organs, or she committed suicide and he sold her organs anyway. And because she's a Roman Catholic, that's quite a bad thing because they can't get into heaven. So someone's obviously paid the Ripper to basically put someone back together. I'm suspecting that it's Sam's sister. That Sam's sister wanted to get the organs back so her mum could go to heaven. And since there's like magic in this world, probably heaven is a very likely possibility that exists, so it's a bit more pressing for them. Unfolding the large sheet of paper, you discover the diagram of human film with form rendered to an impressive level of detail. It appears the blueprint for making Holmes' very own monster. Is there anything else? Leave the workbench. Right, okay. Right. What the? Melba. His chip slot is still fresh, the open wound pink and wet and lurid. His voice drips innuendo, but his eyes say nobody's home. Well, hello there, did you come to play? No thanks, just want to know what's going on. Forget him. I'll tell you everything you want, I'll do anything you want. I'll be your little playmate. Buy a name. She's assembled in the standard config, face of a schoolgirl, body of a stripper. You would need some thick beer goggles to miss the work she had done. Yeah, that's pretty damn horrific, to be honest. So he's basically making flesh golems. How terrifying. Someone's bedroom, a holding cell. He's obviously dug through a wall. Shannon half sky. As you approach the exit, you realise Shannon lingers quite a few steps behind you. Looking back, you see that she's half turned, looking pensively towards the horror show of Holmes's lab. Finally feeling your eyes on her, she faces you and raises her head in a proud, almost defiant manner. I have done much good here tonight. We have removed two vile creatures from this world, and so ended a growing shadow that cast upon the city. Our paths crossed in joy, and we did this together. But now here our paths must divide. You saw what I saw. This isn't over yet. Hate to say it, but the job ain't over, lady. I could use your help when it's come. Let's do that one. This was never a job. The work we did it because it was right. A distant cry of pain echoes down from somewhere above, and a young seaman pauses to listen to the tortured sound. There is still much work to be done, for both of us, but what must be done differs for each of us. I came here to find justice for my brother, and that has been done. His spirit can now find rest, but there are other victims of the Ripper, both alive and dead, who would struggle to be at peace. Many of them are here in this place, filling the halls with their torment. I cannot leave them behind. But the spirits have something else in store for you, a different path. You must finish what you have begun. You must confront the first evil that fostered the one we have just ended. I suppose I can respect that. You realise most of the poor bastards in this place won't appreciate your ethics, right? Let's do that. I do not do it for their gratitude, but because it is the mercy I can offer. Because of you, my brother's killer has been met with swift justice, and justice of the only sort such a man as Holmes deserved death. I will now set to the task of healing those he has left behind. For every madman we face tonight, there are a dozen innocent souls crying out in need. The spirits of the departed will also need help in passing, or else I fear they may become like those we met in the hangar. They all deserve my help. And what about Lone Star? They can't be far behind. When they enter that room back there, they will have no thoughts other than thoughts of promotion. With the Ripper in hand, my brother will be forgotten along with all the victims, but so too will I. They will not be a problem. Whether that's true or not, Sannon's confidence and very presence seems capable of making it true. Good luck to you, Cornish-Knight. I hope you find some justice for your friend that I found for my brother. Appreciate that and good luck. Ain't no doubt about it. Thanks, Sannon. Let's go out. Rightio, let's go. Continue to your case and confirm. Loose ends. The ride back to Seamstresses Union is quite quiet compared to the pandemonium left behind at the Mercy Mental Hospital. Lone Star squad cars passed you on the road signs blaring, no doubt in response to the aftermath. You're clear it wasn't working alone. There's loose ends aching to Waymond Way, cruising past now familiar landmarks until the Seamstresses Union, in all its decadent seedy glory, materialises between sweeps of its overworked windshield wipers. Time to evaluate your next move. The Union is quiet this afternoon. Salarymen and wage slavers haven't migrated from nearby offices and suburbs to dabble in the exotic yet. Sorry, just having a quick drink of water. We got 12 character points. So what do we want to do with it? Could put it into willpower. Could put it into charisma and up my charisma some more. I want some more health though before anything else, because I'm relatively squidgy and that's not good. And then we'll put it into willpower, because I really do need to keep that top. Okay. Who do we have here? Berciers. Johnny Clean. Johnny Clean is talking with Cherry Bomb and Miss Kabuta when you walk up. We were just talking about you, Cornish-Knight. And the Emerald City Ripper, iconic that you tracked a serial killer to a mental hospital. Johnny Clean told us that you were going Omai. We have been waiting for you to return. Shadowrun, I thought you knew better than that, Johnny. Johnny frowns and nods. You're right, I should have kept my mouth shut. I should have known better. It's just that we had a personal stake in the Ripper murders. We each have our reasons for wanting that killer found, declares Miss Kabuta. Sam was a regular here, and his loss has been felt regardless of his shortcomings. The whole sprawl has been shaken by these killings, as well as the randomness of them. No one knows if they will be next, or what the killer might take from them. I admit that the killing has hampered business as well. I am sorry, but it's true. It does not help that Sam's body was found down the street from here. Even my regular customers have been loath to venture out with a killer on the loose. Now tell us, Omai, did you find the person responsible for the Ripper's murders? The person responsible, no. The killer, yes. No, not exactly. I got the bastard who is wielding the scalpel, but whoever's pulling the strings is still out there. Let's do that one. Someone's pulling the strings for a serial killer? That sounds more complicated than I suspected. It is. The head of the asylum was killing specific people to harvest specific body parts. All of the transplant organs came from the same donor. Melinda Watts, Sam's mother. It looked like he was putting her back together. Oh yeah. And then the other option is, oh yeah, the whole thing was a Frankenstein job. The Ripper was harvesting body parts to reassemble Sam's mother, Melinda. All the victims had transplanted organs, whole organs, and the Ripper was taking them back. Let's go with that one. The three are silent as the news sinks in. So Sam had an organ transplant from his mother, and then the Ripper killed Sam and all the other people to reassemble Sam's mother. Looks like it. Grisly, isn't it? That's about the size of it, yeah. Let's go with that one. I sense a cause and effect here. Kyoto and Jack Amatagi just left here to attend Sam's funeral. I am told they will be reinterment ceremony for his mother as well. His sister invited me to the funeral and the interment when I met her here. Alright, a retirement ceremony. Interesting. Sounds like she's buried. She'll be buried with all her missing body parts. Think his sister Jessica had something to do with it. Hang on, I saw Sam's sister when she was here, and the other day she was she was corpse they come, but I can't imagine a lady like that behind a series of murders. There's got to be something else going on. It's clear that you must go to this funeral and talk to Jessica Watts, Cornish-Knight. I will, and I'm going to get some answers. That's where I was heading, Mrs. Kabuto. And I need to pay my respects to Sam. Of course. Miss Kabuto raises her hand and the conversation stops. Wait, before you go, there's one thing you did not tell us, Cornish-Knight. Where is the Emerald City Ripper now? Decomposing. I think we know where. Well, he isn't in heaven, that's for sure. I'm sure of that. Let's go with that. She nods satisfaction. Hi, that is good. Let's see if they have any more information. Where's something else? I found this list in a data store at Mercemental. Oh my, this is unspeakable. Murder was not enough for this person selling patients as Buraku slaves. Thank you for bringing this to me. I know it was still hot on the trail of your friend Sam's killer. I will contact some runners to liberate these poor souls from the buyers on this list. I don't have much good. You have done much good here today. The hand of the Ripper was more of a monster than anyone could have imagined. No problem. Good luck, Mrs. Kabuto. What? No reward. Let me know if I can do anything else. Let's go with that one. No. Ah, curses. Okay. I could probably have turned it over to get reward from him, but Mr. Cleary, come on. Welcome back, Cornish-Knight. Good to be back, Mr. Cleary. What's the latest news? Hey, Mr. Cleary, got any good intel for me? Thanks, big guy. Any news in the rumour mill? Most of the rumours are about you and what you've been doing. Word around town here was that you were closing on the Reaper when you last left. Dare I ask how it went down? He won't be a problem anymore. He's in the ground. He won't be a problem anymore. I hope that means what I think it means. And yet your shoulders are no more relaxed, and you still survey the room like a woman who has yet to return from war. It isn't over, is it? Not quite. A few loose ends to tie up. There have been some complications. The Ripper may have been killing on someone else's orders. Let's go with there being complications. The big man sighs. I was hoping it would soon be all behind us. The Baron's has a short memory, but wounds such as these it makes an exception. To see this prolonged, I fear for how it may forever change the landscape. Gangs have already started to take advantage of the chaos left in the Ripper's wake, and that only serves to destabilise what semblance of order there was, paving the way for America Corps to make land grabs and push poor Sinless further into the fringes, where the dangers are greatest. Sooner or later, even the Union could be threatened. A good watering hole of survives. It would take an army, Mr. Cleary. Good thing the Union's got you, then. Good thing we've got each other. Take care, Cornish-Knight. Right, I'm going to run downstairs and see if they have anything particular. I'm just going to check in with her for a second. I know I can't really use any of her stuff. Doc Carter looks to be better rested and in better spirits than the last time you saw her. She also clearly had a shower and change of clothes, maybe even some sleep. Her eyes snap when her eyes are sharp when they turn up from her work to greet you. Welcome back on this night. Still in one piece, I see. More to pity for you, but I'll take your money. Perhaps a full physical is in order, or we could call it a medical consultation. But where I roughly determine the odds of your survival based on your professional proclivities, it comes with a lollipop. So what will it be? Actually, I'm curious, how many patients have you lost over the years? Can I see your medical supplies? I see that. Dr. Carter sets down her work and fixes you with a hard look. Her expression normally falls on the axis of varying degree of indifference, depending on her level of tiredness, but now it's shifted all over to somewhere decidedly darker. Is this morbid curiosity? Call it professional curiosity. The person ought to know the track record of their doctor. I suppose that would be prudent. To give you a hard number is difficult. There have been many who would I have considered patients that never made it home, and so I suppose one could say they died while under my care, though not as a result of it. But the number but the number I think you want is the number of patients who died on my table, and that number is 6. 6 who I were unable to save, spread across a 13-year career, and I remember each and every one, down to the smallest detail, including the moment where I realised I could do nothing for them. I would argue that 4 of those 6 were beyond help from the moment they passed through my door. The 5th died as a result of complications while installing a stolen piece of experimental cyberware, which I had cautioned against use, and the 6th, entirely my fault. I made a mistake. I can't claim I was overly tired or inexperienced or distracted. I simply made the wrong decision, and the young man died as a result. We all make mistakes, and hopefully we learn from them. Still sounds like a pretty stellar record, Doc. Let's go. We all make mistakes, and hopefully we learn from them. She picks up a tablet and resumes working. Yes, well, would there be anything else? Medical supplies. I want to check out her cyberware. I mean, we have Essence, which is basically how much medical stuff we can do. I could get that and helps body. Could get that and helps area determine armor plating. The problem is all this stuff takes away my ability to be magic, which is not fantastic. Can't get anything from him. I've already got a gun I wanted. Let's talk to Algin. Algin stands still, his eyes closed and his face composed in the mark of stern concentration, but then a small snore escapes his nose, instantly shattering the else careful, manicured mystique. A clearing of your throat is enough to rouse the talismonger from his meditation. Cornish-Knight, I was watching you approach from the astral realm. So good of you to visit again. What might do for you this fine day? So how are things in the astral? Always a curious place, the astral, though the mirror world is to our own, it is ever changing. I suppose the same could be said of your reality, but things of a transitory nature here on the physical plane can always cause long-lasting changes to the astral. The barrens that we can see and touch record the past with blood stains on the spill sidewalks and bullet holes in the storefront windows, but the astral goes further, recording the emotions that accompanied those acts of violence. These events texture astral space. And just how is the astral textured these days? I prefer to deal with bloodstains, bullet holes. I wonder how people might act if they could see and feel what gets left behind. Sadly, not all who are awakened to the astral plane have the eyes so opened. There are plenty of magicians who revel in the dark energies left in the astral space. But enough of our doomsaying. Enough of our doomsaying. You must have better things to do. Is there anything I can get you? Let's see what you have for sale. He's got the standard stuff. I was hoping he had some improvements. No, okay. And then it's down to the major stuff and the Saman stuff and the chi users. So we'll run over to the weapon seller. On his workbench, Buster currently has a mil-spec shotgun fully disassembled and its part neatly arranged. He lovingly massages each piece with a microfiber cloth coated in some kind of gun oil or polish. Whatever the stuff is, it leaves the place shining brilliantly and pungent as hell. Got some catalogues just came in. If you might be interested in an order, I can get gear shipped overnight from the manufacturer, though I won't lie to you, you'll be paying for the convenience. Otherwise, got plenty of usual bang waiting for a good home. What do you say? What is the newest hotness when it comes to dealing damage, Buster? Well, there are two schools of thought on the matter. There are those who swear by their smart guns and such because they make their weapon more accurate and thus more deadly. Then there are those who subscribe to the bigger boom theory, putting all their money on the biggest and baddest rounds. But if you ask me, it's all situational. That's where the real advantages have come. Can you pack a panther assault cannon? You can pack a panther assault cannon, but it won't do you no favours if you're fighting in a basement hallway. By the same token, a room sweeper might carve up your average pack of gangsters up close and personal, but its range is a big limitation. Military life never taught me that. It was dealing to runners like yourself that could afford me this epiphany. You've got to be ready for anything. On that note, might I interest you in some custom mods or perhaps some specialised grenades? Let's take a look. you got some nice stuff. I mean, to be honest, like, I've never tried melee combat in this game. Personally, I find it like massive risk, just because, like, the risk of taking a shotgun to the face is massive. So those whose best grenades, Cavalier midline, frag grenade. So we're all good here. I was talking to David Fry. Nah, he's got nothing interesting to say, so we're pretty much finished for the day. This has been Shadowrun Returns with me, Cornish-Knight. If you have liked, please press the like button. If you wish to subscribe, please press the subscription button. You can leave a comment in the comment section or follow me on Twitter or on Steam, and I shall see you all next time in the next chapter of Shadowrun.